Do not let anyone confuse you. The Two Live Stew started this shit. This right here is your ordinary-ish. The Two Live Stews experience. If you're not stewing, what the hell are you doing?
And we have got to thank God every minute of every day. Good morning, world. You guys, the fourth, 48-27, the great Shedrick Moore, Andy Watson, Stu 42, and the honorable mention this morning is KK Ash 3479. Good morning, y'all. Good morning to all of them. And good morning to you, Dougie Stu. How you feeling this morning, sir?
Fantastic, man. How about you?
I, too, sir, am feeling Stu-tastic.
I just realized dude playing homage to the great Randy Watson from Coming to America.
Yeah.
Everybody, sexual chocolate. How's it going, man?
Everything is absolutely Stu-tastic, man. I'll be a fool to complain.
We matching today.
Yeah, man, I'm representing the homie Mike Vick. The homie Mike Vick that as of 2026, we still have not had on air.
I was going to say, man, you want to get a rise out of colonizers? Just walk in the middle of a crowd of colonizers with a Mike Vick shirt with his colors, but I'm representing that crunk juice today, man. What you know about that crunk juice?
I miss it, man. I miss it. Crunk juice paid the bills for like 4 solid years.
Yeah.
4 solid years. Shouts out to JC Crunk.
And on the back of it says one live stew or just says one stew or something like that.
Yes.
But it's a pretty cool shirt, man. Yeah.
I've got one of those around here somewhere, man.
Okay. All right. Can I get the show set up a little bit? You got anything else?
Well, I mean, I want
to talk about a new show I found real quick.
Okay. All right.
So the name of the show is, and somebody I think watching this show at some point.
I don't do this well.
Do what well?
You can somehow watch 5 different series at the same time. I can't do that.
No, I don't do that. Like I mentioned the other day, I had started watching this Hunting Wives thing. I gave it 2 episodes, and it was a cut. And I didn't watch anymore. And there's another series kind of like medieval times, Dungeon Throne-ish, Tree recommended. I watched a couple episodes of that, and I stopped. No, I don't. I'm going to watch it all the way through. I'm going to give it 1 or 2 episodes, and I'll stop. But I think I found one, man. It's called Tulsa King.
With
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone, yes. With Rocky.
You seen it?
I've seen 4 or 5 shows. I hadn't seen all of it.
Okay.
It was one of those ones that didn't keep it's interesting, but it didn't keep my attention to the point where I wanted to dedicate my life to watching it.
Well, same thing I say about those other shows I just mentioned.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty decent. I like for people, just a little, blurb about it. The character is just getting out of jail. He's a mob boss, a former mob boss. He took the rap for the family and did like 20 years in prison. He gets out, goes back to Jersey or New York, and they say, listen, we don't have any more spots for you around here. We're going to send you to Tulsa, Oklahoma. You can have Tulsa, Oklahoma. Just build it up and, set up your little businesses or whatever, and that's your territory. And that's basically what it is. This New York City former mob boss, goes to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and sets up shop, basically. I think it's pretty good.
You're not like other people that say one mob movie is like all the mob movies. I see difference in all of them.
No, okay. Nah.
My wife is like, yeah, if you see one cartel movie about the Mexican cartel, if you see one, it's all the same. No, babe, no. I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly.
So it's pretty interesting. One thing I will say, and people that have seen it can chime in the chat and tell me
this is the Two Live News, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Before you go any further, remember what you're going to say. Shouts out to everybody at WGPR, Hot 107.5, HD2 in Detroit. Big things popping with the Sports Rap Network. Mm-hmm. We appreciate all y'all, your efforts, your time, your dedication. Thank you, Rashad and crew. We appreciate you.
Put that back up for our homeboy John Dingle. It's kind of untraditional in relative terms to other mob-type movies, because that's my favorite movies. He says, I like Tulsa King. It's about to be a spinoff with Samuel Jackson. What?
Anything Samuel's in, I'm down with it.
It's a little bit, from the first 4 episodes I've seen, and this may change. It's a little bit untraditional in the fact that it's kind of PG-13.
What up, Till?
It's not PG, but it's right. Not Goodfellas blowing, somebody's head off every other scene.
It's on the edge.
So it's kind of, PG-13 is the best way I can put it, but I like it so far.
John said Samuel Jackson. I often, when I'm looking for a movie at 3 a.m. or so, if I'm up, I'll just pull up Denzel Washington, Samuel Jackson, Morgan Freeman, and I'll pick a movie from those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's going to be a hit.
Right.
It's usually going to be good. Even though I'm still not a Pulp Fiction guy. But, yeah.
Pulp Fiction is one of the greatest movies ever, man.
It's over my head. What's in that damn box? It's over my head.
His soul, man. The soul was in the box. I don't know how they got a soul in the box. But
how does a soul get into a briefcase, man?
I think it was a soul in the damn box. I don't know. Welcome to the show. Reggie Carson coming up with this fifth down. 5 biggest stories that he's checking out this weekend in the NFL.
Hey, shout out St. Louis, Ron. And this is a question to you.
Got to handle business, man. This is business.
We got plenty. We got 9 minutes, man. We got plenty of time. This is a question to you.
Uh-huh.
And there's no right or wrong answer. Just be honest is all I'm asking.
Okay.
Do you take time out of your day to watch In the Huddle with Joe Ham and I?
I saw it yesterday. I saw a part of it. I'm working. You do know I work, right? I meant to talk to you about that. You did something last week where it was just something arbitrarily that you wanted me to do or look at in the middle of the day. Like, you do know that I have a job, right? I know we know that because I dedicate a lot of more time to this probably than I need to. Go ahead.
You do know that on this platform, you have 24 hours to watch whatever you want, right?
Right, absolutely.
My question was, do you watch In the Huddle with Jam?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Really good show yesterday, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, our opinions are usually different. We see things differently, even though we're from the same area. Our opinions and our thoughts are different, but sometimes they're so aligned that when he goes and says something, I'll follow him up and say, hey, man, I can't argue with any of that, but I would like to add to that, and I really enjoy doing that show.
Joe is very technical.
He's quarterback.
He's very particular about, the small things. Remember we talked about elephant and mosquitoes?
They matter.
And he's very meticulous about his opinions on sports topics. Very detailed.
It's a 3-step, it's a 5-step, it's a 7-step. It's not a 4-step, a 6-step, and an 8-step. Right. He's very regimented. He's a great quarterback. Yeah. He understands every position. He understands where everybody's supposed to be. So he's regimented. All right, I won't cut you off anymore.
Okay. You sure?
Positive.
All right, so throwback artist for today is none other than Prince Rogers Nelson. Last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group over the last 48 hours. We got some good ones. Just remember little people.
Appreciate you using that term. That's good.
Arlie World with the entertainment report.
Hey, man, the Stews Cruise is less than a week away. We're going on the big water with some friends and alcohol and water and food. And, I mean, it's going to be amazing.
Family, cousins,
yes.
classmates, all of that, man, on this cruise.
Yes.
And guess what? People still have an opportunity. I think they can still, get a spot on the trip. We're going to be watching the Super Bowl. That's what we got to keep reminding people. That's what the focus is on. This is a Super Bowl cruise. Okay. So we're going to watch the Super Bowl that Sunday in a big, nice ballroom. It's going to be crazy. But you said it. Alcohol, fun.
Gummies. I just can't wait, man.
I'm out of the gummy game, man. But good luck to you on that. But yeah, it's gonna be great, man. Ollie will talk more about it today.
Did you have a tough experience with the gummy or something? Why are you out of the gummy game?
I had a very tough experience with the gummies, man. And I'm out of the gummy game. I'll tell you about it one day.
Guess I'm out of the gummy game.
2livestewsstore.com. Check out 2livestewsstore.com. And that's it. We got a lot of great things to get into. We got to talk about what's going on with this story with Bill Belichick not getting elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I don't understand the outrage.
Sir, wow. I was hoping you would have waited until we get into the segment to talk about it, but I feel just like you.
Wow. Okay.
I feel just like you.
I don't understand the outrage, especially knowing the history.
People are pissed.
Yeah.
How dare they do Bill like that? How has Bill done everybody else?
Not only that, the term that's thrown around a lot is disgrace. It's a disgrace that Bill Belichick doesn't go into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in the first ballot.
Somebody in the puppet factory clearly trying to get back in the good graces of these folk. I'll never watch another Hall of Fame game or Hall of Fame ceremony in my life. I'll never watch it again. If they don't go back and retract what they've done and put him in first ballot, I'll never. Who gives a damn?
So here's the thing, man, and we talk about this all the time, right?
Should we save it for the next segment?
Well, I think I got a lot more to say about it. I can just throw this out there kind of like as a precursor.
Yep.
Remember now, y'all watching the show.
Good to see you, player.
The P1s know this big time because they follow us.
I got two classmates in here, John Dingle and Mo Palmer in the building. Class of 91 in this B-I-I-T-I-I-T-I-I.
What you have to remember when you watch ESPN, you have to remember there's a lot of New England influence on the show.
Right.
By osmosis.
Right.
What I mean by that is you got to remember Hartford, Connecticut is in the New England area.
Yes.
A lot of the producers, executive producers, they either went to college around that area in the New England area. So a lot of the employees at ESPN, which is thousands of employees, we can find out exactly about, what range as far as the amount of employees they are at ESPN. So a lot of the influence that sports fans from the New England area have, they come across on ESPN.
Not just the employees, but also the shot callers, the producers, the directors. They're Bostonians.
Yes. So if you watch ESPN yesterday, you would have never heard anybody mention that the New England Patriots are some cheating bastards.
It wasn't even a part of the discussion of yesterday. Wait a minute. You guys are missing the obvious here.
Right. It's like the elephant in the room, but they just tiptoed around it all day long. Every single commentator / talking head. So just keep that in mind when we come back. I'm going to break it down because I think people forgot the depth of how much the Patriots were cheating. Because time has passed, I think we kind of look at it like, man, something happened so-and-so, and we want to believe them. We want to believe that the Patriots and Bill Belichick and Tom Brady were some cheating bastards, but I'm going to remind you.
One of my buddies here in Columbus yesterday said, and you talk about that cheating scandal like they did it for every Super Bowl. I said, do you know that they didn't do it every Super Bowl?
Right.
Why are you under the impression that they only got caught cheating the first time they got caught cheating? We'll save it for the next
Not only that, man, and you're exactly right. I guess this only applies to one demographic of people, but they're conveniently forgetting that Bill Belichick throughout his entire career.
What comes around goes around, man. I tell my kids all the time, what comes around goes around. I'll be listening to Morgan and her friends because when they play video games, they're on a chat, so you could verbally hear them talking to each other. And I tell Morgan all the time, hey, don't you treat your friends like so-and-so treats y'all. Don't be that person. She's going to get hers.
Right.
Trust me, it's going to come back around to her one day. You don't want to be that person.
Yeah, man. So we're going to dive into it. I know you're probably tired of it because that's all that it seemed like they were talking about yesterday.
There's so much to talk about.
But we got some strong opinions that are kind of different than, I would say, 98% of the people that I've seen talk about this.
And I've done a little more research after I got off the show with Joe yesterday. So I think there's a few things that's deeper that explains what possibly could have happened. And for the record, let me say this. If I would have had a vote, he would have got in first ballot.
Okay, so I'm kind of on the same page with you with that statement, but I'll explain a little bit more when we get back. Okay. Sports Talk with Hot Sauce, Texas Pete Hot Sauce. This is your boys, the Two Live Stews.
CPR Hot 107.5, AC2 in Detroit. Good morning. We appreciate you, Detroit. Big things popping up in this piece.
Big things popping, yeah.
My name is Donald Bradley. I'm the CEO and founder of Planet Marketing here in the United Kingdom for another amazing event. Today we had over 2,000 individuals coming to be educated and be recognized on what we believe is the fastest growing business on the planet. Never before have I gone to a local event in a country anywhere and had 9 rings to pass out, 9 six-figure rings from over $100,000 a year to over $500,000 a year. Stay tuned. Right place, right time, right people. If you know anybody that's involved in Planet Marketing in the 22 different countries that we're doing business in, get back with them. Everything in life is all about timing, but more important than timing is something called positioning. We are looking for leaders in a country near you. Join us.
World. We appreciate you guys for choosing us and being here with us. Thank you so very much. Please like, subscribe, and pass the word about this show.
Man, these glasses actually work, man. I keep forgetting about the damn glasses, man. You just saw the commercial, but do you love to travel? Make money, travel with IntelliTravel. Become a home-based travel agent, book dream vacations, and earn commissions from anywhere with expert training and top suppliers. Turn your passion into profit with IntelliTravel. Your journey to a flexible, rewarding career starts now. Big times. If you're interested in finding out how you can get paid for your travel that you book for yourself, hotels, cars, vacations, all of that, or for your friends or family, you're having a family reunion and everybody's coming to this one particular place, book their flights, book their car rentals, book their hotels, and make money. If somebody got to make the money, why not you? All right, so email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. That's sme.dougstewart@gmail.com.
So, you know, the wife and I just got back from the DR. Took her to Punta Cana for her birthday. Sir, I booked the trip. I booked the transfers. I did all that stuff. We get to the resort, and we're checking in. Same resort we went to 18 years ago for our honeymoon, as a matter of fact. We get there, we check in, and right before the lady gives us our wristbands, because you use a wristband for everything there, no key or nothing, just use a wristband. She goes, Mr. Stewart, can I ask you a question? Who booked this trip for you? I said, oh, damn, I did something wrong. I said, I did. She said, I mean, are you the actual travel agent? I said, yes, ma'am, I am. Thinking she was about to fuss at me about something. I don't believe you did so-and-so, so-and-so. She's like, well, can you please give me your ID or your number? I said, oh, okay, yeah. Looked it up and gave it to her. She goes, oh, we've got a free upgrade for you and your wife.
Free upgrades. I love those.
So we went from a very nice room to a suite that had its own little private pool, that you had access to the beach from the back door. I mean, all for the price of nothing.
I love that.
Yeah. So again, if you travel, if you like traveling, if you have a kid that is on a travel baseball, basketball, 7-on-7 team, and you can book the team's travel, it's a great way to make a couple of dollars. And when you travel for yourself, for nothing, they love travel agents.
Okay. So as I mentioned in the last segment, I wanted to get this out there before I get into the nuts and bolts of this thing, this Bill Belichick story, not getting inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame on the first ballot. I think that, let me acknowledge this. I think that we always talk about you can't tell a story of this or that without this person. Is one of the criteria to get into the Hall of Fame. So I acknowledge you cannot tell the football story, the NFL story, without Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. You can't.
Agree.
8 rings, right? 8 rings for Belichick, 2 as an assistant, 6 as a head coach. Tom Brady, a lot of people, most people probably at this point would tell you that he's the greatest quarterback of all time.
He's got 7.
That being said, New England Patriots. Go ahead.
Let me add one more thing.
Go ahead.
There has recently been a rule change in the National Football League when it comes to their Hall of Fame. The great Don Shula, who Bill Belichick was chasing for decades, wanting to beat his wins record. The great Don Shula had to wait 5 years to get in, just like players have to wait 5 years to get in. Recently, there's been a rule change that allows coaches to not have to wait 5 years. They can get in the year after they retire, and that is a new rule. That's something that needs to be mentioned also while talking about Bill Belichick being snubbed, allegedly, as a first ballot Hall of Famer. This is the first year where they've done what they're doing now. So typically, if Bill would have retired 3 years ago, he would have had another 2 years to wait. But now, because of the rule change, coaches no longer have to wait 5 years. They can go in the year following their retirement.
Okay, makes sense.
So let me just say this.
Put some context around it.
Do you think that Bill Belichick is done coaching? Do you think that
in
Bill
the NFL?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
He's too old at this point for any GM or organization to want to bring him in. I just think he's just too old at this point.
Great question, Ollie. I don't
Not
know
that
exactly
he's not a
why
great football mind.
I don't know why they changed the rule, Ollie, but I will do my due diligence and find out. Okay, Doug, go ahead.
So let me lay this out, man, before we just get into our raw and raw opinions. I want to remind people the New England Patriots faced several severe penalties for both scandals, Spygate and Deflategate, okay? Losing over $2.25 million in total fines and multiple high-value draft picks to 2007 Spygate, where they were fined $250,000. Belichick was fined $500,000, and they forfeited a 2008 first-round pick for 2015's Deflategate. They were fined another $1 million and lost 2016 and 17 draft picks. Okay? Head coach Bill Belichick was fined $500,000. Personally, the maximum allowed by the league and the largest fine ever imposed on a coach at that time. The NFL stripped the Patriots of their original first-round selection in the 2008 NFL draft. My point to you, man, is this thing was probably a lot worse than we even know. The fact that, and we said this during the time, the fact that they fined and suspended them to the depths that they did, knowing that they were kind of like the golden goose of the NFL, tells me it was probably a lot worse than what they ever said. And to save face for the league.
And the league is going to keep the egregiousness in-house.
Absolutely.
They would never want the world to know that those SOBs cheated all 6 Super Bowls.
Yeah, absolutely. And people say, well, it wasn't that big a deal. Everybody was doing it. Well, everybody didn't get caught.
Right.
How Tree said it the other day, favor is not fair. They are documented cheating bastards. Now, is Belichick going to get in? Yes.
No question.
He's going to get in next year.
No
but
question.
Keep it consistent. If you're one of the people that hate Barry Bonds, and I'm moving over to baseball. If you're one of the people that hate Barry Bonds and says Barry Bonds, it's fair for Barry Bonds not to be in the Baseball Hall of Fame, but then you're trying to just overlook all of this stuff that the Patriots did, it shows exactly where your mind is at.
Right.
Period.
Right.
The guy's going to get in. Why yesterday did I turn on the TV and watch everybody act like it was their goddamn little brother that got denied to the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
Right. Real quick, Richard Bullock. I'm sorry. No, that wasn't Richard Bullock. Here we go. Richard Bullock. So Brady shouldn't get in first ballot? I didn't say that.
Hold on. I'll say it. If he doesn't get in, so what? It's the exact same feeling I got about Belichick.
There's a huge difference between Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, though.
Why? Tell me why.
There's a handful of media members for decades that Bill Belichick wouldn't address their question at post-game press conferences.
But as a fan, we shouldn't care about if he addresses the media.
I'm out.
Go ahead. Uh-huh.
Those people get to vote.
Okay.
Those people have a pin.
Right.
Those people are part of the 50 votes that's needed.
Even if they don't have a vote, they have influence over those that do have a vote.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind that 1 or 2 people came together collectively and said, "Hey, man, I don't want Bill."
Oh, it was definitely a backroom deal.
Thank you.
Definitely, 100%.
Yeah.
A group of the writers, whoever had votes on this thing, was sitting around smoking cigarettes or whatever, and they was like, man, we got bigger priorities with L.C. Greenwood. There was another player that they mentioned too, from the senior committee. Go ahead.
He's been nasty to us for years.
Right. As they were saying in Charleston.
He wouldn't even address my question for the last 8 years. I'd be in there, and if I raised my hand, they would just deliberately ignore me because Bill wouldn't answer me.
Listen to this. I bet you a bunch of people didn't notice. I posted this yesterday in the 2 hours.
The guy was a penis. He was a penis to people.
Bob Kraft, the owner. So once again, in the little stuff that I read earlier, Bob Kraft was fine. The organization was fine. It was so bad and so rampant. Thank you, Tree. I didn't even tell him to do this. Everything I have that you didn't know, that Bob Kraft has not been voted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame 13 consecutive times. Context. Art Rooney, owner of the Pittsburgh Steelers, was a first ballot Hall of Famer. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? It tells me that these writers, once again, and the people that are around football day in and day out, feel like that they ran a slimy organization. 10 years this man hadn't got voted into the Hall of Fame. What does that tell you?
Listen, man, and let's just be honest here.
Thank you, Chris.
I think a lot of people are overlooking this. It's proven, and it's a factual thing, that they cheated. So, okay, if you decide to overlook it, if you don't think it was a big deal, if it wasn't that important, if it wasn't a major situation to you, that's fine. However, they cheated, and the leader of the cheating is Bill Belichick.
Right.
not Robert Kraft. I'm willing to bet everything I have that Bill Belichick never called Robert Kraft to say, hey, look, I'm thinking about taking the air out the ball. Hey, look, I've got people all around the stadium that's going to record their film sessions. And I guarantee Robert Kraft didn't know. But what I do know is that Bill did know, and it was cheating. He broke the rules. And if you're cheating and you break the rules, you deserve to be disciplined when caught.
And man, listen to me. Years after the fact, I'm realizing why they got our black asses out of there, man. Because I'm looking at some of the controversial things that we've talked about on this show.
We were truth tellers, man.
OJ was found innocent. Michael Vick shouldn't go to jail. Barry Bonds should go to the Hall of Fame, which that's another thing.
Never get in.
Right. And this is kind of like the same scenario when you talk about Barry Bonds and Bill Belichick.
I don't care about Bob Kraft at the massage parlor. I don't care about that at all. That ain't got nothing to do with ball, Till Dog.
And the crazy thing about Barry Bonds, man, is Barry Bonds never failed a drug test. But the way that it comes across in the media and the way that it's reported, most people, I bet you if you did a poll, I bet you most people would think that Barry Bonds has failed drug tests and got convicted for doing steroids and been suspended from baseball, which none of those things happen.
Yeah, man, but you know that was on roids.
What do you mean? You can't go on what you think. The man never got convicted of anything. Matter of fact, it wasn't even against the rules of baseball. There was no rule about performance-enhancing drugs. Yeah. And not only that, he had a trial and was found not guilty. What?
This isn't about Barry Bonds. Let's just keep on going. Let's just keep on going.
Bottom line is, man, it's funny the outrage that I see from people on the puppet factory on yesterday, and I understand them guys want to keep their jobs, and they can't go against this story. The machine. They can't come on in and said what we said in the last 10 minutes. Right. Booger McFarland. What's the guy named the heavyset dude? I don't know. I didn't see
Damian Woody.
Damian Woody.
He's a former Patriot, sir.
Right. He was his teammate at one point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Bill Belichick was Damian Woody's coach.
So I understand they got families to feed, but I hate it. I hate when I see those guys going on there and just towing the company line because they know they have to. Like, you didn't hear one dissent. You didn't hear one person. I didn't see one person out of 20 that talked about this story yesterday taking the other side or give the other opinion or remind people that Bob Kraft and Bill Belichick and Tom Brady are confirmed cheaters.
I can see that yesterday was one of those days where in every pre-show meeting, there was a suit in the meeting when everybody got there.
Right.
That's usually not there.
With his arms crossed like this. Everybody to sit down.
And the producer or director starts to show, the suit stood up. Hey, guys, Mr. Markenstein is here because he wanted to say something real quick.
Why he had to be
Markenstein?
Why he had to be something Stein, man?
Hey, guys, listen, everyone's heard about what's happened, and we're just hoping this morning that on this platform, we make sure that we support Bill 100%. He's an icon. He's an icon in this area. He takes our calls. He takes our emails. And hopefully, after you guys have your meeting, when you guys get on the show today, you guys will be able to be in a position to support Bill 100%. That's all I want to say. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all you guys do. Thank you, Mr. Markenstein.
Right. So we've been in several of those meetings. They don't do it that direct. They come in, and you're right. It's a guy in a suit. He'll come in or a dress shirt. He'll come in and he'll stand over this, and everybody's filling in the room. Everybody sits down, and he'll say something general like, yeah, so what do you guys think about that Belichick story? And then, they'll go around, every person in the room at the table will go around and be give a quick blurb of what they think or what they're going to say or what they're thinking. And then if no one, and at that point, that's the reason why the guy's here, is to hear our opinions. And if somebody were to go on the opposite side, they would have a further conversation with that person later. But they just sit down. The guy would stand there and look around the table. Oh, yeah, that's great. That's a great point. Okay, guys, well, I just wanted to stop by and say hello.
Right. Love what you guys do. Love what you guys do.
That happens all the time.
Hey, man, what comes around goes around. And if you are a bad person, bad is going to come. Bad is going to happen. It's difficult to look at someone and say, man, why is he so blessed when he does so-and-so. Don't do that. Let God handle it. Mm-hmm. Ultimately, the maker is going to make sure that all debts are settled.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. And what Bill is getting now is what he deserves. I want to say it again. I would have definitely voted him in first ballot. But the fact that he did not get in first ballot, I 100%, I understand.
Right. I wouldn't have voted him first ballot. I'd have been one of those guys that voted no. He'll get in next year. I'll vote for him maybe next year or 2 years down the road.
We would get tips and signs all the time in our DB meeting. When so-and-so does this on the sideline, it means so-and-so is about to happen. Pay attention for that. Look around that 35-yard line. There's going to be a guy standing down there. If he does this, that means they're about to do so-and-so. We have it. That's a fact, guys. Trust it.
Yeah.
So that stuff happens all the time. However, you get caught cheating, it is what it is.
Right. It's very Trumpian. Yesterday was very Trumpian in the point that, you know, Trump says all of these verifiable lies. Like he says things that we can go and get statistics and see numbers that you're lying. But he still continues to do it and figures that if he says it enough, that people will start to believe it. Yesterday was very Trumpian in that way. Man.
Shouts out to WGPR Hot 107.5 FM HD2 in Detroit. The Sports Rap Network is in the building. Up next on the Two Live Stews, the Dover Dog. Brother Reggie Carson joins us, and we'll get his thoughts on Mr. Belichick, as well as his 5 downs, the 5th down.
Sports Talk with Hot Sauce. Don't go away. Two Live Stews.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance. Every workout.
Good morning to the Dover Dog. Reggie Carson's in the building. Welcome back to the Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews Experience. We appreciate y'all being here. What up, Q?
What up, brother? What's the word?
Hey, brother, so let me guess. Is that Dave Parker? That Dave Parker?
You're not going to guess it.
Willie Stargell?
Roberto Clemente.
You're not going to guess it.
What?
You're not going to get it.
Okay, who is it, bro? Let's see it, dog. Pirates, number 7. Number 7. Who?
You talked about him in the first 2 segments.
About him in the first 2 segments.
Barry Bonds played for the Pirates?
Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds did play for the Pirates. I remember that clearly. But I don't remember his number being 7.
Yeah, that would be his rookie year, son. Go back and check it out.
Wow,
Okay.
That's a great one. Oh, that's a great one. And the old hat, too.
They didn't have hats, but this hat was something that's a little different. This is a throwback to the 79 Pirates.
Yeah, so that's the hats that they wore, kind of like the train conductor hats that they wore for the 79 World Series. The We Are Family Pittsburgh Pirates. Awesome.
When we get off air, man, one day, I have to tell you guys the story about the 79 Pirates and why that team is like near and dear to my heart. I have to tell you, that's a long story I have to tell you to you.
Right. Okay, that's what's up. Well, bro, we have you on every week to talk about your 5 biggest things that you're looking forward to in the NFL. The season is winding down. We got the Super Bowl set, but let's get into it, bro. Give us number 5 on your list. And I'm very interested to hear your opinion after you heard ours just now.
And I'm going to go against you. I was shocked that Belichick was not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Now,
okay, why?
Do I know about Spygate? Do I know about the Deflategate? Of course. Hell, this shit against the Eagles. I was upset about it. That being said, what I try to do is I try and always take the person out and look at the records alone by itself. Number 2, most NFL wins as a head coach, the Super Bowl championships, the championships that he won with the Giants as their DC. I just thought it was a no-brainer for a first ballot Hall of Fame. Now, is he going to get in? Yeah, most likely he's going to get in. Is he going to be alive to see it? I don't know. Shit can happen. You never know what's going to happen. I would like to see what he has to say, is particularly with the fact that there are many times we never got a chance to hear Belichick be Belichick and talk. Right. I mean, that's why he did so well on Inside the NFL, because everybody was like, they got a chance to get inside the mind of Belichick. I would love to hear his Hall of Fame speech. I'm not really concerned. Like, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, but I was very surprised that he did not get in on the first ballot.
Doug, I've talked about this in the past, but I didn't get as detailed into the situation as I did on yesterday with Joe and I on In the Huddle with Joe Hamilton. When I got cut from Detroit the second time, the first team that worked me out was the New York Jets. I spent 2 hours of my life with Bill Belichick one-on-one. 45 minutes to an hour on the field. He was working me out. He worked the dog doo-doo out of me on that field.
I remember you telling me about that.
No one has ever given me I may have had another 5 minutes in me where I was about to say, you know what, coach? Never mind, I'm good.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
God damn.
But then we went into the film room for about 30 to 45 minutes also. So the 2 hours I spent with him was not the Bill Belichick we see post-game press conference. It wasn't the Bill Belichick we see on the sideline. This guy was personable. This guy was compassionate. Mm-hmm. This guy was teaching. This guy was talking. This guy was somewhat of a comedian, but that was before he became the guy that he is now. So I have no beef with him, and I spent personal time with him, but I get and understand why he's in the situation that he's in now, and he deserves to be in the situation that he's in now, in my humble opinion.
Listen, we're going to have to move forward, but I want to ask you this question, bro, and kind of put it in a different context. You know that the New England Patriots were the golden child or the golden children of the NFL at the time.
Correct.
You heard me read out all the fines and suspensions that they had. Knowing that they were the golden child of the league, for the league to penalize them the way that they did, suspensions, fines, et cetera, come on, bro, that says a lot. That says a lot.
Look, I'm not again, I start off by saying I understand the Deflategate, I understand Spygate, I understand the fines, I understand the culture and what they did and what they were bringing to the National Football League. That being said, I try to take Bill Belichick, the person, out of it and just look at his stats that he pulled up and look, they did not vacate those Super Bowl championships. They did not vacate. They're still on the books. And on the books alone, the guy's got to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. That's just my opinion.
Awesome. Let's go to number 4, bro.
All right,
Carousel.
number 4, man, is it's really a mind blower for me. I don't understand how Buffalo and what Buffalo was doing. Basically, they're saying McDermott is the main reason why the Bills ain't won shit. Mm-hmm. Because they promoted from within. They promoted Brady. And I understand you didn't want to get Brady outside the building, but they kept their GM who brought all the players or did not bring all the players in that Josh would need. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't make sense. Now, the one interesting fact that I was able to pull up since 2016, there's only been one coach, that was promoted from within or came from an assistant coach level and it had a winning record. And that's Todd Bowles. I believe, let me look, he's 35-33. Mm-hmm. Everybody's a loser.
Right.
So why are they going in and doing this? You got Brian Schottenheimer, you got Gerard Mayo, Dennis Allen, Lovie Smith, Doug Maroney, Freddie Kitchens, Dirk Cutter, and Ben McAdoo. Do the research. Mm-hmm. Everybody has a losing record. Now, granted, they're going to losing teams, but they have a losing record. So I don't understand what they're doing and pulling from within. I think they're going to it's got to be Super Bowl or bust now for Brady.
Brother, the only thing that comes to mind for me of why Brady would get that job is because Josh Allen was in that room with the decision makers talking about who he wanted to be the coach. And the only thing that makes sense to me is Josh Allen is like, where I am in my career and with my hand on this offense, I don't want that to change.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's the only thing I can think of. I agree with you 100%. But the only thing I can think of is the quarterback said, don't let him get away.
But still, but if you use that logic, why get rid of McDermott? I mean, all you had to do is change your
quarterback wanted to change.
You think so?
Again, when it comes to these decisions, the franchise player is usually consulted. They're not asking him for permission to do anything, but they want his thoughts on what they're doing because they need to make sure that the franchise player thinks I've got stake in the game.
Well, I think at that point, McDermott is a scapegoat then.
Oh,
Because
he is.
because if you look at how the Bills have lost these games in the playoffs over the last couple of years, you can put most of the blame, I think, on Josh Allen. Okay, but I understand exactly what you're saying. At the end of the day,
Josh has played pretty decent in these playoff games. I mean, he went toe to toe with Mahomes, so he's played pretty decent. But look, McDermott, outside of the fourth down calls that he does, maybe Brady's a little bit more conservative. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. But the bullseye is on him now. It's got to be Super Bowl or bust for this guy.
Absolutely. Number 3 on your list, team.
Number 3, contract talks. Look and see what's going to happen with contract talks coming up. You got Jordan Love, Justin Fields, Tua, the situation with Tua. They're going to have to do some restructuring or do an extension on Dak. And, of course, we don't know what's going to happen with Kyler Murray. It's going to be a lot of quarterback shuffling that's going to be happening. The cap is not going to be raised up, but it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen because they're going to have to restructure a lot of these deals to free up some for some of these teams coming up.
Yeah, good stuff, bro. How about number 2?
Number 2, give the man his flowers. Sam Darnold. Hey, man, I dogged you out, Sam.
Everybody did.
I dogged you out, Sam. I dogged you out. Sam Darnold is going to the Super Bowl. Congratulations to Sam. Look, man, if anything with Geno Smith and now with Sam Darnold, if anything in the NFL can show you is if you get the right opportunity with the right teams, you can ball out. And the guy's going to the Super Bowl, man. If you take away his name, take away his numbers, look at the last year, and you look at Mahomes' numbers and Donald's numbers, and they're almost mirror identical. This guy's been playing at the MVP type level, not just this year, but last year as well.
Yeah. It's 2 years, bro, because that last year in Minnesota was freaking amazing. No question about it.
That's crazy, man. So,
what's he been on 5 teams? I will say, though, he's had opportunity after opportunity that most people wouldn't have. But you're right. That game he played last week was phenomenal. Yeah.
He's going to get that because he's a high draft pick, and he's Nordic. So he's going to get those. He's going to get those opportunities. Look, man, the guy is balled out of control. I mean, he's got JSN. I mean, you throw the ball to JSN. JSN is just playing at a different level. And Brady's analysis when he was talking about, I mean, Ryan, I have to lean on you with this one. He was talking about how his shoulders never break in and out of his routes, that his playing field with his shoulders is remaining the same in level. That's just outstanding wide receiver play. So once he put that in my ear, I've been looking at tape at this kid. This kid is in and out of breaks, and he's looking like a robot.
Right. Yeah.
No tell for the DBs.
The Jets, Carolina, the San Francisco 49ers, the Vikings, and now, of course, he's with Seattle. And when you're a top 5 pick, when you're a top 5 pick and you don't have success at your first couple of stops, there's coaches, head coaches, GMs, and coordinators that say, if we got our hands on him, we can make him who he ultimately can be. Right. And that's all it is. Everybody that gets drafted that high gets other opportunities.
Right. And look, it's got him going to San Fran to play the damn bowl. How about that?
Yeah. Congratulations.
Next story, the number 1 story on your top 5 this weekend.
Story, man. I am not. Let me say this again. I am not going to watch the Pro Bowl. Period. How the hell did Shadure Sanders make it to the Pro Bowl this year? Now I know we got, Josh is not. Josh Allen's not there. You got Mahomes is hurt. Bo Nix was hurt. Herbert was hurt, and Trevor Lawrence said he didn't want to go.
And Drake May is playing in the Super Bowl.
Right. Mm-hmm. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Now, I've been a big Shadure fan, and I like this progression. I like what he's going to have an opportunity to do going into next season. But there is no way in hell that Shadure Sanders need to be in the damn Pro Bowl.
But, bro, they just ran out of people. I mean, let's be honest about it. And we've talked about the Pro Bowl for 20-something years and where they should just forget the game, which they pretty much forgotten the game. I mean, the game is it's touch football now, right? Or flag.
Like flag.
Yeah, so they ran out of people, and Shadure's going to be a headliner and sell tickets.
Let me remind you both that the fans have a vote when it comes to the Pro Bowl, and Shadure is a fan favorite. It's that simple in my eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, Everybody loves that dude, and people went above and beyond to make multiple votes for him to get the opportunity. When it comes to rookie quarterbacks.
Hold on. A lot of people hate that dude, too. A lot of people, if you read the comments on social media yesterday, go ahead.
You can't vote against him. You either vote for him or you don't vote at all.
Right. So the people that like him, vote for him, he'll get the nod. I get it and I understand.
I'm done with the Pro Bowl, man. I'm done with it. I love the Pro Bowl.
I haven't watched the Pro Bowl in, 20 years.
It's been years. It's
that bad. It's that bad.
Hey, my favorite Pro Bowl story is when I talked to Sean Taylor when he blew the punter up. I said, man, what were you thinking about? He said, that dude's a football player.
Right. It's not even a game anymore. And this is not new. We've talked about this for many, many years. It is not a football game anymore. It's really kind of like a celebration of the NFL. The best players are in the playoffs or just got out of the playoffs or playing in the Super Bowl. The fact that they're doing this before the Super Bowl, they're doing it before the Super Bowl, right?
They are.
Changed it.
Yeah.
They are.
So they used to do it a couple weeks after the season ended, after the Super Bowl ended, I believe.
I think it's either this Tuesday or this Wednesday prior to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they've changed the format, they changed the time, and right now it's not conducive for the best players to go out there and put their body on the line. It's just different than it was in 1980.
Look, man, if the Pro Bowl is on and The Bachelor is on, I'm watching The Bachelor.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Outstanding job, Coach.
All right,
Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir. Got one more for you, bro. Got one more next week.
One more next week. We'll see you next week, bro.
Super Bowl.
You know what? We're not going to see you next week because we are going to do the show next Thursday. We are going to do the show next Thursday, I think. And then we're going to head to the airport. We head to the airport after the show Thursday.
Sounds good. I got you.
Why you looking like that?
Who, me?
You, Ryan.
I'm trying to figure out exactly what time we leave because if we fly out to the same airport, I may not be doing the show on Thursday.
You know what, bro? We have to talk about it, bro. But if we don't get you on next week, we'll get you back on to wrap up the year.
There you go.
All right,
Thank you. Buddy of mine argued me down yesterday. Cam Ward should have got that spot over Shadure. The people don't know Cam Ward. And if Shadure would have been afforded the opportunity that Cam Ward was afforded, I think the Cleveland Browns would have been in a better position and situation. There's no doubt in my mind that between the two, even though Shadure didn't get the reps and or the time, Shadure did more with his opportunity than Cam did with his entire year, which he had. I didn't have a problem with Shadure getting the nod, man. Again, the people decide.
Yeah. I saw a side-by-side graphic, and Shadure's numbers in comparison to Cam Ward weren't as good.
No.
I think, but you know what? With Tennessee, they had to throw the ball a lot more.
Hey, man, Cam Ward got mini camp with the first team,
right.
Team camp with the first team, off-season workouts with the first team, training camp with the first team, preseason with the first team. Cam Ward got everything with the – oh, that's a good point, too.
Yeah, Cam hurt his shoulder the last game of the season.
Yeah,
exactly.
I got no problem with Shadure getting put in by the people. No problem at all.
Really, what that did in them giving Shadure that spot is kind of revealed a lot more haters. Like, what do you care one way or the other? That you would get on social media and talk about how bad it was and this is the worst thing I've ever. Like, I'm sure 90% of the people that commented about, you know, the fact that Shadure made it to the Pro Bowl hadn't watched the Pro Bowl in 20 years just like me.
Yeah.
So what's the point? You just want to throw hate? Who cares? None of the best players are in the Pro Bowl. None.
I may have to come to Atlanta Wednesday night to do the show, man. What time is that flight again?
It's like at 2:00.
Oh, yeah. I can't be here. I'm at the,
well, we might just shut it down early. We'll talk about it off air, man. We'll figure it out.
Up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the Two Lives Stews. On the Two Lives Stews Experience, we'll get an entertainment report and a cruise update from the great Arlie Ward. They're not doing the show on the boat. That's not going to work. No.
Hello there. It's your favorite cruise director, Arlie Michelle, and you want to be on the inaugural Cruise with the Stews, February 6th through 9th. What's up, Stew Nation? We want to see you out on the big water for the big game, and we cannot wait. Have you signed up to go with us on the cruise yet? If you haven't, there is still time. We want to see everybody's face in the place. We're going to be celebrating from Miami to Nassau, Bahamas, and back. You want to be in the place. Can't wait to see ya. Yay! We're so excited. We're going to cruise together. Cruising with you, cruising with you, cruising with you.
How are you, Arlie?
Hey, y'all. It's Thursday. Oh, my goodness. The week went by like shoom.
This time next week, we're going to be headed to the beach.
I thought about it. I looked, they sent, all of our documents are coming in.
Yep.
Let me just say to those of you who are cruising with the stews, I'm calling us the stoozers because we're, cruising and stews. That's the best I could do. Anyway, the stoozers, we're going on a cruise to the Bahamas. Now, your documents are coming in. You're getting your luggage, like your tags, and you're putting all your stuff together. Everybody should have received an email from me at the email address. Please, guys, please look at your email. Please, guys, or text me. Say, Arlie, we didn't get it. So that's very, very important.
Get the tags?
I sent it to your 2 email addresses, Doug, because I know you ignore me.
I don't ignore you. I'm just, getting pulled by a lot of different places.
Ask me how I know how that feels. You want to ask me?
Yeah. I know you understand.
I lay on this couch and give you a story.
There's 2 people on this platform that think they're the only 2 people that have things to do. It's
the rest of us is just sitting around doing this.
Yeah, doing nothing. Absolutely nothing.
But anyway, for those of us who are cruising, for those who don't know it, good morning, Detroit. Y'all cold because we get cold down here in the South. So
Unbearable down here, man. It's crazy.
My God. My feet are like, what are we doing?
Last couple of days.
Right now in Detroit, it is, I always keep the Detroit one on my app. It's 2 degrees in Detroit right now.
What?
It's 2 degrees, and it feels like 1 degree.
Oh, well, there's just one.
What is it here? It's supposed to be like in the teens.
It's 30. It's 30 here in Columbus,
Well,
and in ATL is 27.
I don't like it. I'm so unhappy. But we're going to warmer places.
Yes.
I don't know how, but you know what's so funny? Every place in Florida, I just left Florida, it was cold in Florida. Florida doesn't get cold. Florida was like, it's having had to put on a coat, like a coat. But anyway, for those who don't know, we will be cruising on February the 6th, leaving Miami to beautiful Nassau, Bahamas, and back. And we're going to spend the time watching the Super Bowl together. Yeah. Your team might not have made it. It's going to be a great night of commercials and fun and drinking. I hope everybody got the good package because we're going to turn this mother out.
Yes.
So get ready. And like I said, every single one of you who is traveling with us should have received an email. It's not from me. Well, I sent it, but it's coming. Look for one that says Royal Caribbean International. It should be 2 of them. One with this little booklet that's in there that gives you all these rules, regs, information, stuff you need to help you pack, all that good stuff. And the second one is your luggage tags. Print them. As many as you need for all the bags you're going to take, but it talks about all that stuff in that document. Doug, I sent a special message to you. Said, Doug, please read it. It's really great info. It's going to be important because I don't want you to get down there on there and be looking at them people's side out. I can't have this, or I didn't bring. Everybody do that. So let's get ready to cruise.
Let's get it.
Well, as we do about this time, I got to shine. I'm trying to do like I was trying to do a little Kanye song, a little transition into the song. You know what time it is? What time is it, Doug?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday to all of you out there in Stu Nation. Happy anniversary to some of you. Happy birthday to your kids, to your mama, your daddy, your pet hamster. We wishing you all from the 2 Live Stews crew a happy birthday. And in terms of other celebrities out there besides our Stu Nation celebs, singer Charlie Wilson. My first name, Charlie, last name Wilson.
Uncle Charlie.
Yep, Uncle Charlie. And media mogul, wealthy billionaire lady Oprah Winfrey is 72 today.
Wow.
I still would date Oprah if she want a girlfriend. I promise you I will. I'll be quiet. I won't bother her nothing.
Do y'all follow the IG page that shows the celebrity homes? They pop up on my feed all the time. All of Oprah's castles popped up around the country.
Castles?
Yes, they're castles. There's one in Chicago. There's one in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina.
Yeah.
It's absolutely, Oprah doing it big. She's doing it big.
Incredible. I haven't seen them, but I feel like I saw the one that was in Mount Pleasant because she did one of those where she gets all the ladies together and they have this lunch and stuff. I think that one was in Mount Pleasant. Just invite me. I'll come and I won't even eat a lot. I promise.
And she'll be your girlfriend.
And we can go together. And I'm a good girlfriend. I'm gonna send her some references and everything. She'll be ready. I won't know how to act. But yes, tomorrow it'll be Donnie Simpson's. Sometimes we go forward. We just want to send a shout out to Donnie Simpson, Wiley. I'm looking for a new love. She will be 67, y'all.
Oh, I need to see how Jodie Watley looking these days.
I think she's holding up well.
Let me see.
I did not know she was married to Jimmy. Which one of them, Jimmy Jam or Terry Lewis? But yeah, they got like a baby. I mean, they were married like for a lot of years, a whole lot of them.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I did not realize that.
She was a real hottie back in the day. I don't know about now, but she was a real hottie back in the day.
It seemed like she would have had like more. If Jimmy Jam is your man, like your hits would have been just hitting all the time because he was whatever they Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they were cranking out the hits, baby. But anyway, Charles S. Dutton, Dylan Rose, Kid Cudi, and last but not least, my daddy,
Mr. Army.
right. Baby, if you said that to him, he'd probably have a whole fit. I mean, he's such a character. Just go watch his lives. He go live for everything. Funerals, birthdays, bar mitzvahs. He is a whole, you don't give old people social media. That's all I want to say.
Wait a minute, what platform is he on?
Facebook.
He's on Facebook.
If you miss church any Sunday, Doug, just go to his Facebook page and he will.
Send me the link to his page.
I just saw Facebook. He was showing how he caught a possum. They've been eating the stuff out there in the farm. I was like, shoot, go pet.
They eat the possum. They're eating the possum.
No. The possums are eating our vegetables.
Oh, okay.
They're over there tearing up some stuff, and Daddy been trying. He's catching them in the nice little ways that you catch them and then you release them somewhere. But I think they're not like dogs back in the day. You know, you take them way down the road and hope they don't come back. I think these found their way back.
Some nuisances now.
Yeah,
oh my God. And also take a little liberty. My daddy's big brother, they're the same age for one day. His birthday is the next day. Uncle Jerry, happy birthday to you on Sunday.
Wow.
Damn.
My grandmama was busy.
They're the same age for one day? That's an abnormality if I've ever heard of one.
Granddaddy had no respect for the process at all.
He was like, let me get in there. Yeah, get in there.
Humming.
Right. That's terrible. First up, you guys. So Tyler Perry's back in it, but it's in a different kind of way this time. We have Christian Keys, who you guys might, for the ladies out there, y'all know he is a pretty man. The pretty men are arguing. Just the light-skinned brothers are fighting right now. Let me just tell you that. Christian Keys decided that he wanted to go on a rant that talks about Tyler Perry taking over his show and making it weird and putting all this homophobic stuff in it, and he should have left it alone. I don't know. Have y'all ever watched All the Queen's Men with Eva, not Longoria?
I have seen, Eva Pickford or whatever.
Yes, she's Eva Marcel.
Right, Eva Marcel. I have seen an episode or two, but what network is it on?
It's on BET Plus, but this will be the last season that it's on BET Plus. He's moving it. So apparently Christian Keys created the series. He wrote a book first, then he created the series from that. He wrote the first 8 episodes, and he said that Tyler came in and added 15, 20 minutes of dialogue to each one because he had 30-minute episodes. Tyler made it an hour, then he added the end episode, and then he kind of started taking it over. But Christian was always supposed to keep creative credit. Yes. Tree, are we able to see the video? Okay.
I'm not mad about not being there no more because, I mean, the studio tried to steal my creative by credit. Even this week, and you post my show like that's your show. It's you putting the show out there, but you're also the same studio, Tyler Perry Studios, that removed my creative by credit, and I had to call the union to have them make you force TPS to put it back on there. Deal with that shady, corny kind of leadership over there that would dare. You got 16, 17 shows. I got 1. Let me have credit. My contract says I get credit. Why your corny trying to steal my credit? Because you can't write like me. I wrote the whole season, but as soon as he popped in, and now it's 10 one-hour episodes, and he started writing on it, and season 2 and season 3 is when All the Queen's Men got weird, and dudes start getting assaulted, those and all that weird. Nobody want to see that shit. Put that boy on your show.
So he put it out, so we can probably say that he's not going to be working with Tyler.
He's done. Stick a fork in him.
Before I don't know if y'all remember, before he had come out a couple of years ago, Tree probably remembers when he had this whole crying episode that he had been, and everybody assumed it was Tyler because that's pretty much a lot of the places. That's kind of where he started in that arena. But it goes a little deeper. Then he starts talking about this guy. I don't know if he's fine, so y'all ain't probably never pay him no attention. But his name is Sky Black. And Sky Black is the man in that white suit over there on the right. He then goes and says he fired Sky Black off of All the King's Men because he came to work high every day. So then Sky is like, okay, this is what we're going to do. You're going to lie on me? So he gets his attorneys to send a cease and desist. That's why we don't have video footage of that, because he has pulled that down. He was apparently lying on Sky about that, and why we do not know. But it's now it's going to be another legal entanglement for poor Tyler Perry.
Saucy dude's real petty, I've noticed. Is that a good word? Can I say saucy?
You can say saucy.
Okay. Y'all got problems with not y'all, but saucy dudes seem like they like conflict and pettiness and arguing and.
Well, I think Tyler's wrapped up into being the man, and if somebody else is being the man on his platform, he wants to be like, nah, this ain't your platform for you to be the man. I want to be the man. Give it to me. Give it to me. So, yeah, maybe he's being petty, but he sees it all as his, and he wants credit for it all.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's a bad situation, though.
Yeah, I guess it's the back and forth, and there will be, I'm sure there's going to be some legal repercussions on that. All I can say is they are both very pretty men, and I hope that they remain pretty men who like attractive women. I got the chance to meet Sky Black at an event. I was like, oh, he's married, though, to the girl, one of the lead girls on Sister. They had this big old elaborate wedding, so I ain't trying to holler at him, but he is a pretty man. So, I hope they work it all out. I hate to hear that because there's not a lot of jobs. As Doug always tells folks, I'm a thespian. It's hard out here in these streets.
It's hard in the streets.
Right. And sometimes you get opportunities and sometimes you have to take stuff you don't want to because you're trying to work. You got Georgia Powell don't care nothing about your love for the work.
Right. When you was in that picture with him, where was his right hand at, Ollie?
Right hand on my waist, on his waist. I don't know.
Speaking of which,
this girl come for me. It was out here like this. You can't see it in the picture.
Speaking of which, Arlie, give us an update on Beyond the Gates. If you're new to the show, Arlie appears on the television daytime soap opera Beyond the Gates.
Yes. So Beyond the Gates, they mention me damn near every day. So I'm not dead yet. I'm still in the hospital, Lord. I'm so sick. But they don't, and that's the thing about soap operas, just like plays, they have to tell you what's going on because you can't have a full picture because it's like a one-dimensional kind of space. So they'll talk about, they literally mentioned me in yesterday's episode. Yeah, I thought the man was like, I thought Peaches was on the other floor. I thought your mom was on the other floor. She's like, oh, I had to come down here and take care of so-and-so. Why they don't want to show Peaches? I do have a episode that will air my next episode doesn't air until March. So you got time to keep hearing my name. Yes, I'm praying though. Just continue to pray they don't kill me off because they could kill me off and not even tell me. Right. But yeah. Next up, have y'all seen Kanye's apology tour?
No, I heard about it though. He apologizing to black people?
Black people, Jewish people, to those he's hurt. By Ye. It's well written too, I might say. He's a very intelligent man. He talks about 25 years ago, he had a bad accident that broke his jaw. However, they didn't ever look into the head trauma that was happened to his frontal lobe. They only worked on the things they could see. And let me say this from a perspective, my son having that bad accident last November, November before last, that is probably very true. If they can't see it, they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to hear nothing about your post-traumatic stress syndrome. They don't want to hear about anything inside. If we can't see you bleeding and something ain't broken, he broke his jaw and he had to have stuff restructured. That's when he started, really came out. But one of the things he said in this very, very long letter that I really thought was interesting, talks about mental illness. And he said, the scariest thing about this disorder is how persuasive it is when it tells you you don't need help. It makes you blind, but convinced you have insight. You feel powerful, certain, and unstoppable. So he's basically giving us some insight into it. He apologized specifically to the black community. Y'all held me down through the highs and the lows and the darkest of times. And, I love my black community unquestionably and all this kind of stuff. Most people feel like, this dude got an album coming out.
Thank you, Till Dog.
So with that being said, you can imagine that, this is kind of some people, what you think, Doug? You think if the album's dropping in a week or two?
I always thought that he was bipolar for some reason with all of the crazy statements that he's made and all of the crazy things that he's done. Dude is a genius. I just ignored him. Now, the people that have been speaking up for him and trying to vouch for him, saying that everything that all of the crazy stuff that he's been saying over the years is they're right. I mean, I don't understand where they ever came from, man. I don't get it.
Yeah, well, he said having bipolar disorder is not a state of constant mental illness. It's in what people don't. Bipolar is like you're in two poles, or you're either manic or you're like in a depressed state. Well, he said, or manic or like kind of normal. If you take your meds sometimes, and it takes a while to get people's meds regulated. I think my issue is I struggle with. So if you feeling like this right now, why you couldn't feel like this? Why you couldn't think about this 2 years ago when you started talking crazy, when you sold shirts with swastikas, when you said white lives matter, when you did all these things, then now you want us to go, Okay.
Right.
We in bizarro world right now. You know, Nicki Minaj and Trump
Right.
wig are holding hands.
Right.
And Kiki and we in bizarro world anyway.
Kiki, right.
They baby. Ray J say he dying. Like we're in bizarro world. Ray J say his heart is 20%, 25%.
He trying to save his ass too. Ray J is trying to save his behind from stupidity over and over and over again.
No, but I didn't take it like that though. Have you read this story about Ray J?
I have. Yeah, you can take it however you like, sir. We're looking at it differently. It's okay.
No, but I don't think he's lying. You think he's lying about he's going to die within a year?
A few weeks ago, he pulled a gun on his baby mama because she wanted to take the child. He trying to win again.
You know why I believe it? Because it was in TMZ.
Right. Hey, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, I wouldn't watch TMZ for like 2 years because they were the ones who reported Prince died, and I was pissed at them. Like, you don't report that mess.
TMZ don't miss, man. I mean, TMZ was kind of like tabloid National Enquirer when it first hit, but over the last decade, TMZ been spot on everything. If they say Ray J, go ahead.
You can listen to Ray J speak daily, and if you do that, you will see every day he's got a different story about something.
Yep, Damian Hernandez, there's a facts. Every man, because our boy Odom was in the news the other day. He's struggling with his sobriety again because so you go over there with them Kardashians, you going to come out, either you going to change into a woman or you going to be on drugs or you going to lose your damn mind. Those are the only choices.
I wish Ray J and Kanye the best. No question at all.
I won't be listening to the album. I hope I don't. I try not to listen.
And there's going to be an album dropping real soon. Believe it.
It's coming. I think it's next week. I need to look at the actual date for this. So
great job,
Ollie. Y'all in the chat.
You gonna stick around, right?
Not today, Doug. I'm not.
Seriously? Oh man, we got a great trending topic in number 4.
What is?
We're gonna talk about your favorite colonizer songs.
I don't even know none of them songs.
Good job, Ollie.
I got no friends like this. I don't know no music. I do. During my
I'm gonna start calling you Mia X.
Hey. Baby,
you know a couple of colonizer songs. We're going to have some fun with that later. All right, Ollie, thank you.
You just can't be talking at the side of your neck every day and then one day say, hey, I need y'all to feel sorry for me to help me get my ish back together.
He didn't say he wanted anybody to feel sorry for him. He's just telling people what the deal is.
It's a cry for help, man. He's got a different story every day. That Ray J. Different story every day. Hey, up next in the Doghouse with the boys are your guys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. We're going to get into these last 48. Actually, we're going to talk about story 3, the 305. It's a huge story, too. Y'all keep it locked. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, Two Live Stews experience. Cry me a damn river, man. Being stranded on the side of the road, y'all, in Metro Atlanta is very, very stressful. And being stranded on the side of the road, y'all, in Metro Atlanta, being stranded on the side, being stranded on the side of the road, y'all, in Metro Atlanta is very, very stressful and it's dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call. Bay 11 Towing's response times always outpace those national brands. I've been beside the road in Atlanta before, and when you're waiting for hours on being stranded on
the hell's going on here?
The team at Bay 11 Towing is ready to get you safely back on the road or get your vehicle and yourself where you need to be. So next time you find yourself in a jam, Bay 11 Towing, give them a call at 404-770-6949, and that's 404-770-6949. Bay 11 Towing, where speed and savings come together to get you safely to your destination. Check them out at 404-770-6949. Fast, reliable towing that doesn't cost a fortune. Bay 11. Shout out to the homie Prince. We miss you, dude. Love you, man. It's your guys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, to make up those stews. This is your Two Live Stews experience. Shouts out to WGPR also. Hot 107.5 FM HD2 in Detroit. The Sports Rap Network is in the building.
Yeah, man. Show Prince some love, man. Prince Rogers Nelson. On a Throwback Thursday, rest in peace. One of the best to ever do it. Crazy Prince gone, man.
He's my favorite, hands down. He's my favorite. Love that dude.
So listen, man, quarterback Darian Mensah has transferred from Duke to the University of Miami following a legal dispute with his former school. He is expected to be the starting quarterback in the upcoming season. You know how much they paid this young man to come down to South Florida, man?
What should they pay Mensah to come down to South Florida, sir?
$10 million. $10 million. These boys winning. These young boys winning.
They winning. I thought about it after the show meeting. One reason why the number may have been so high is because Duke took his behind the court because he wanted to leave and break their contract to go to Miami. So maybe that number is so high because Mensa had to pay Duke back some bread.
Right.
And they just wrapped that into the new deal for him to come down to Miami. Maybe that's why it's so high, because we often hear about these guys making 6, 7, maybe 8 million, but for somebody to make 10 million, that's a real number, man.
Really balled out of control, man. This man almost threw for 4,000 yards.
In college.
Going for 4,000 yards in college is not, it's not no light, easy thing to do.
No. He's a very good quarterback, sir. He's going to definitely help Miami. And he will do better down in Miami than Beck did for sure. He's a much better quarterback than Beck is.
So he threw for 3,973 yards, 34 touchdowns, and only 6 interceptions.
Yeah.
34 touchdowns and 6 interceptions in college? That's a good ratio.
Duke lost 4 or 5 games, man, but they did win the ACC, and Mr. Mensa is a big reason why. He's a player, sir. Man, these guys are making so much money. Man. When they get done playing college football, they really can say, I'm cool. I don't even want to go to the NFL. I'm gonna let they can put that bread in a high interest account and make enough money per year off that bread, but they don't have to work, man.
Yeah. I mean, this is just a beautiful thing. Man, you know how they always say you were born at the wrong time or the wrong era or whatever, man?
God knew what he's doing, man. It wasn't for us, man. It wasn't for us. It wasn't for us, man. It wasn't. Yep.
On this open market, when the way it is today, man, I really think that you was good for at least $1 million, man.
2 or 3. 2 or 3.
Golly.
Man, I was number 3.
I was good for probably $50,000. I probably could have got $50,000.
Yeah, man. I hope these kids are doing right by this money. And more so than that, I hope these kids aren't allowing their family and friends to steal this money. That's what I hope. I hope they're being taught on the right and the wrongs of having this type of bread. Because when you got a number like 10 million, you're like, oh, I'm set for life. But when you do this for mama, do that for dad, do this for the siblings, fix the church roof and floor, and put a fence around the school, when you do all these things and you look up, the money's gone.
Yeah, $10 million should set you up for life.
No question.
Absolutely. And you're right, man. It needs to be some type of financial literacy course. And I hate to even talk about it because we've talked about doing something like this in the past. There's got to be some type of financial literacy course that they can give these guys when they're in college. And really, even before NIL and the portal came along, they should have been doing something like that for the athletes. For the athletes, for students in general.
The one in that class is do not sign a power of attorney. Day one, that's the first course. Hey, man, again, I'm not making excuses for former athletes such as myself, but the 70% of those guys that end up broke, big deal of that is because they trust the wrong people that can't be trustworthy. And sometimes it's your own people that do it to you.
Mm-hmm. Randy Watson, Stu 42. Doug, you would have got an NIL from the local police union. You're so funny. Speaking of which, classic Stu, man. Remember we used to do the barbershop roll call?
I do.
We used to do the barbershop roll call, and this particular call to said barbershop was classic Stu moments. Run it, Tree.
What about Jerry curls? Y'all still rock Jerry curls down there?
No, Jesus, no.
Big Al, we appreciate your time, man. Give the barbershop a plug before we let you go.
But you know what? I'm going to get a Heads Up Barbershop, one of the best barbershops down in Miami. Come on down to Miami. And to all y'all Heat fans, did you feel the heat?
Hold the line, Big Al. We're going to give you a bottle of Crown Royal, man, for being such a good patron when it comes to this phone call.
Yes, sir.
Ninja we'll sing for some Crown Royal.
That's Big Al from Heads Up Barbershop.
See, that was good.
And the doghouse at the Tulsa King.
Now, that was a good one.
Big Al he broke into a medley.
Right.
He started singing.
He was kind of quiet early, but then he got loose. Started singing. Can we get the words, the transcript to that tune there? The Miami Heat have a fight song?
Hey, man, let's go from Big Al. The great Big Al down in South Beach.
Yeah. How do we get hooked up with Big Al?
I don't exactly remember how we got hooked up with him, but I do know that after that call, I visited Big Al's barbershop the next time I was down in South Beach. Sat around there for about an hour with Big Al and his crew, man. Had a really good time.
Yeah, the barbershop roll call. We got some big things popping in 2026 and 2026, and we're probably going to bring back stuff like that, man. Barbershop roll calls, reaching out to the folks in the hood, real good stuff. You are watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, thank you so much for joining your boys. Wanted to mention real quick. Here we go. Let's just sit right here. Right here. Here we go. Tired of the 9-to-5 grind? Dream of freedom? PlanNet Marketing offers a simple, accessible opportunity to build your own business, earn extra income, and travel the world, all with the low cost and massive support. Join PlanNet Marketing today and start planning your passport. Once again, email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com, and we can show you how you can run your own travel business and get paid commissions on all the travel that you book, cars, hotels, cruises, et cetera, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. When you saw that story, you saw the conversation that was going on around Shadure going to the Pro Bowl. What were you thinking, man? It's just, what were your thoughts about the reaction to Shadure going to the Pro Bowl?
I know what people are going to say when I give my thoughts. I think a lot of people don't like him because he comes from privilege. I think that's why a lot of people don't like him. However, I was elated.
Which, by the way, is the definition of hate, of the slang and the slang term hate that we use.
I was elated and excited for him and his father because doing what he's doing right now has always been this kid's dream. And we fussed more about him falling to number 144 than he did. All he's ever said was he's thankful for the blessing of having the opportunity to be a quarterback in the National Football League. We were pissed and upset that he got taken by the Cleveland Browns and not in the first round. All he's ever said was he is indebted and thankful for Cleveland taking him off the board to allow him to live his childhood dream. Young man has done and has said everything the right way, in my humble opinion. I was happy for him, man. That's all. I'm just happy for Shadure. And there's no doubt in my mind that he is somewhere training right now, getting ready for next season. He is somewhere preparing right now.
Okay,
He's
so
trying to make the most of his opportunity, man.
We haven't gotten into details really about Todd Monken, the offensive coordinator for the Ravens, comes over as the new head coach. He gets the job. Two-time college football national champion, offensive coordinator, quarterbacks for the University of Georgia, led Southern Miss to a 9-5 record, led the NFL's number one offense, obviously, in scoring offense, and helped Lamar Jackson win his second NFL MVP, which another conversation needs to be had about him leaving Baltimore. So 37 years of experience, including 11 in the NFL, Browns, Buccaneers, and Jaguars. He gets the head coaching job. What does this mean for Shadure? Do you think it's a done deal, Shadure as a quarterback going forward? They brought Monken in to kind of like tutor him and bring him through the ranks with a great offensive mind like his? What's your thoughts?
My thoughts are it makes sense for the Cleveland Browns to build a team around Shadure Sanders. Part of the formula, part of the magic formula for these teams is having a quarterback that can perform that's not making $50+ million a year. When your quarterback is eating the bulk of the cap, 20+% of your cap, it's hard for you to have a great defensive end, a great linebacker, a great DB, a great running back, a great wide receiver. It's hard for you to build a team around quarterbacks that are getting paid like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Mm-hmm. Those guys deserve every penny they get, but when they get that penny, it's hard for the team to do other things. The Browns would be smart to capitalize on Shadure being a 5th-round pick for the next 3 or 4 years to build their team around him. That's my thoughts. And I do think that Monken will be able to assist Shadure Sanders with growing to be the quarterback that the Browns need him to be.
You think they're going to give him – okay, so I think we both on the same page. I think he will be the quarterback. Do you think they're going to give him time? Do you think that if he isn't an all-world quarterback next year, that they're going to give him year 3 to start?
I think that he will be afforded the same liberties that every 5th rounder is afforded. That's it.
But I don't think we shouldn't even look at him as a 5th rounder.
No. What do you want to look at him as, a 1st rounder? He wasn't a 1st rounder. Oh, let's look at him as a 2nd rounder. No, he wasn't a 2nd rounder. He's a 5th rounder, man.
No, I understand that, but everybody agrees that he shouldn't have been a 5th rounder, right?
But Doug, that don't.
This is not a normal situation. Is my point. These aren't the normal circumstances with a quarterback of his caliber, I guess you could say, coming out of college.
He's a 5th rounder, Doug. I hear what you're saying. I understand how you want to see him. I understand what should have happened, but he is going to. The reason why Dylan Gabriel started before Shadure was because he was a 3rd rounder, and I highlighted that when it was happening. I got Flacco being the starter, Dylan Gabriel being second up. But I would not have allowed Flacco and Dylan Gabriel to have the amount of time that they had before going to Shadure. But as a fifth rounder, they can shake him down and cut him without a great cost.
Right.
Rounder.
Yeah, but you're trying to win games.
So the Browns, just like the Jets, if they decide to pull the rug from under their quarterback, they're pulling it from under a fifth rounder that is not costing them much money.
Right.
And that's just the reality of it. I keep trying to remind y'all, we get our head and our feelings and our heart into this talk. But the economics of the game play a major part in all of the decisions. Yeah, if he's not doing well for 4 or 5 games, it's not going to cost him to go someplace else. It's not going to cost him to try somebody else.
Right.
It's just not.
Right.
He is sacrificable. I don't know if that's a word, but we're going to use it.
It sounds okay.
He can be sacrificed. He's the fifth rounder.
Right.
His abilities will allow him to stand the test of time and overcome the trials and tribulations that he will face as an NFL quarterback. I think he's prepared for this moment.
We will see. Going to be a very interesting year. This year isn't even done yet. Super Bowl coming up next weekend. By the way, what's the line on this game? Have you looked at the line lately for the Super Bowl?
I got it at 4.5. I'll check right now, though. Shouts out to you, Deanna. Did y'all say Deanna was going on the cruise with us? Because if she is, her first drink, second and third drink is on me. Appreciate you, Deanna.
Speaking of which, put that back up, Tree. Deanna said
the numbers minus 4.5 still, sir. Hadn't moved. Seattle minus 4.5.
Here goes. Deanna says, thank you, Ryan. I never thought he was a first rounder. I saw him play at Jackson State in Colorado.
Yeah, I thought he was a first rounder.
I mean, Mel Kiper said he never, ever been that far off from a guy that he thought was going in the first round where they dropped to the fifth. He's been doing this 30-something years.
Yep, I thought he was a first rounder. And him having the best quarterback completion percentage in college of any player that year showed he deserved
not that year.
Ever.
Yeah, college football history. Yeah.
Showed that he deserved an opportunity, in my humble opinion.
All right, last 48 coming up. The biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group over the last 48 hours.
There will be a cruise next year, Deanna. The second annual Two Live Stews Super Bowl cruise will be next year. Looking forward to more people coming next year as well.
My chapter about Greg Scott, just put that back up for me one more time, Tree. I think I saw Greg Scott's name. Yeah, but y'all be going live on the cruise. I don't think it's possible.
I think Tom Jones did their cruise. They did the show on their cruise.
From the boat?
Yes.
Okay. Damn, maybe we can do it from the cruise.
Well, we're not this go round. But
wait a minute.
Yeah.
It might be a simple process.
Well, I won't have my equipment, so I won't be able to. The point I'm trying to make is this.
Why is Tree pointing at me like that?
SNS, Tom Joyner, all those annual events, the first one was just the jumping point.
Right.
And I'm looking for the entire Stews crew to have an entire boat full of stews in the future. An entire boat.
Team, we'll see you on the boat next week, bro. My man Dundee coming.
The real Bill. We'll see you next year, man. We appreciate it.
I think Gaddy coming too, man.
Ooh, Daddy.
I think Gaddy coming too, man. Yeah, it's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be fantastic.
I got one more segment with y'all. I got to go after this segment. Remember that.
Okay. Last 48 coming up. More Prince coming up, too.
Man, please. I retired from those when I hung up my cleats. Why get poked when you can snack your way slim? Brain IQ chews are all natural, taste great, and keep you in the game. Shots hurt, chews work. BrainIQ.com/REF/OneLiveStew. BrainIQHealth.com/REF/OneLiveStew. Brain IQ chews. Smarter than shots, stronger than excuses. Guys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Jordan Ryan, so to make up of those stews, this is your Two Live Stews experience. I sent a friend a message from Chitara answering the question that they had for me, and I didn't know that Chitara sent the majority of my chat of our conversations for the past few days. So I was very glad that my friend didn't see some things that my friend probably shouldn't have saw from me and Chitara talking, because we talk about a lot.
What are you talking about? Who is Chitara?
That's what I call my Chat GPT.
Okay.
I've renamed her. Chat GPT just doesn't do her any justice.
Is this the first time you're mentioning Chat GPT as Chitara, or have you said it before in past shows?
You just don't pay attention. I've said it before.
You just started talking about this Chitara person and this story. I was lost.
I understand. I apologize.
Yeah. Hey, welcome back to the show. Let's get it, man. Last 48, biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group. We also need to hit in the next segment
It's going to be a good time, Uncle Mike. It's going to be a good time.
In the next segment, we need to get into trending topic number 4. I think it's going to be very interesting. Arlie actually hung around, you know.
You forced her hand.
I did not force her hand.
Oh,
man.
the hell you didn't. The hell you didn't.
Topic number 4, trending topic number 4.
You damn near choked her out to be here for another segment.
All right, let's run them 3. Biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group over the last 48 hours.
Remind me to give y'all my contributions to number 4, the 4th story, because I'm going to be absent when y'all do it.
Okay, all right. We actually just got into this a little bit earlier. I forgot that we were going to talk about this during the last 48. But, yeah, Todd Monken, head coach of the Cleveland Browns. They went through like 10 people, man. And
there were people turning down the opportunity left and right.
Right. I mean, really, Baltimore, or not Baltimore. Damn, that's 40 years ago. Really, the Cleveland Browns has been a shit disaster for the last 25 years.
Couple decades. Now, Stefanski did have a year or two where he had success. But, yeah, they have been a doo-doo show for decades.
And, you know, but it is 1 out of 32 jobs in the world.
Which is why it was funny that several people turned it down. It's still a job that's going to pay you $8 to $10 million a year, and you get to call all the shots. Give it to me. I'll take it.
That's how I kind of think, man. That's an opportunity.
It's 1 of 32.
So do you think that he's going to turn things around? Like, where do you see what's long-term? What do you see long-term for the Browns? Like, do you say in 5 years, Monken, Shadure, you know, they're just balling out of control. He's calling the best offensive plays ever by a head coach. They get to the playoffs 2 or 3 years in a row. Or do you think both of them are going to be out of football?
That's why I keep saying that Stefanski has an opportunity in Atlanta to have success. Because prior to Deshaun Watson getting all that guaranteed money, things were just fine in Cleveland for Stefanski. He was building the program. So let me add this to answer your question. You have what I deem as a good quarterback. He needs a little bit of learning, but he's a good quarterback. And you've got a centerpiece in a franchise player that is a face of the league in Myles Garrett. They got all the opportunity in the world to have success. It starts with the players and the play calling. So we'll see.
All right, Tree, let's roll to the next one. And you're watching 2 Live Stews Experience. Let's roll to the next one. Speaking of Shadure, Dion said that he doesn't recruit corners under 5'11". He says, I don't recruit corners under 5'11". I see why they're losing games over there. It's all starting to make sense now. I guess that's from Charles James. I saw you and Joe talked about, what's the defensive back play for Tech? Nate Perryman. Y'all mentioned Nate Perryman talking about this comment that Dion made about cornerbacks. What's your thoughts?
Shouts out to a great South Carolinian and Nate Perryman.
Where did Nate go? Where did he go to high school at?
One of those schools in Columbia.
Okay.
Yeah. I forgot which one. There's a bunch of them. I forgot which one.
Defensive back for Georgia Tech and from Columbia.
Man, I get what Dion is trying to do. He's finding his players like they're in the league. All the coaches are doing that right now. This thing is not the college football experience that it used to be 2 decades ago, man. It's different now. It is a mini NFL in college football. So he's trying to do and create the trends that have stood the test of time in the NFL with his program. Get it. Hey, man, the receivers are now 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", 215, 220 pounds, running 4.4. If you got 5'8" corners, they're going to be undersized to cover the receivers in today's game. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this stuff out. Bigger corners that are nimble and have agility and are fast is going to be better on the island versus 6'2", 6'3" wide receivers.
Yeah, he's not really saying anything.
I didn't see this as Dion's being negative. Well, that's why Dion's losing. No, Dion's being logical. And if you get to choose the players you pick because you're paying them, you should pay for what you want. I'm not paying some corner that's not 5'10", 5'11". I'm not giving him $1 million. I'm not doing it.
I'm going to say this, man. Because of what Signetti did this year in Indiana, these coaches on the hot seat, man, their clock is running. They got to get it done. They can't be – and listen, man, you're going to say I'm trying to hate on Dion.
I am not. I'm not.
Dion got to win.
Listen, man.
I thought when he came in that he was going to be able to get any kid he wanted, in particular from the state of Georgia and the state of Florida, to come play for him in Colorado, 5 and 4 stars. Evidently, that's not the case because they haven't been winning.
Billy Napier in Florida, Ryan Day at Ohio State, Mario Cristobal in Miami have the same opportunities as him because these kids are going for money. Yeah.
Yeah, but shouldn't that work to his advantage? Or does maybe Colorado don't have money to spend like that? Maybe we just we're thinking because go ahead.
Colorado was 1-11 before Dion got there, man.
Right. But do they have money like this situation in Miami and Duke? Miami's got a big collective, a big NIL collective.
Right. I brought up all those coaches because Billy Napier, Ryan Day, Mario Cristobal, Lincoln Riley at USC, Dabo in Clemson, James Franklin now at Virginia Tech, Mike Norvell now in Florida State. They all are on the clock. Signetti has messed up the game. Athletic directors are not going to say, I'm giving you 4 or 5 years. It took the worst college football program in the history of college football 2 years and one coach to figure it out. All those coaches I just named, you're not getting 4 to 5 years anymore. We don't have to do that. We've seen somebody do it in 2.
He literally screwed up the curve, man. He literally screwed up the curve. You remember in elementary school, they graded you. The teacher was feeling good. She was in a good mood, and she gave you 5 points, or she gave you 7 points, or whatever. He screwed up the curve. Signetti screwed up the curve. These guys got to get it done, and they got to get it done fast.
We were graded on the bell curve at Georgia Tech. So if the highest score on the test was an 82, the 82 was an A. Everybody else's score was lifted because the best score was an 82.
You sure they just didn't do that in your class? I never heard of such a thing in my life, man.
We were on the quarter system, and we were graded on the bell curve.
Is that all students, or that's just your classes? No, seriously. I'm serious. If I would have asked somebody else about the bell curve that went to Georgia Tech in 1995, their reaction be, what's the bell curve?
There probably were tons of students that had no idea what it was, but I was studious at my institution of higher learning. I knew the tricks of the trade. I knew the things you could or couldn't do to pass them classes.
Right.
I understood how it worked. I got into groups with students when we had group projects. I got in the group with the kids that didn't look like me.
Right.
I can learn from them.
Bottom line is, man, Dion got to get it together, man. I think this is
not just Dion. That's why I mentioned all those other coaches.
No, but he's got to get it done more so than most other coaches because of how much she talks. See what I'm saying? We coming.
And Signetti said,
You're a believer now. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Signetti said, Google me. He's talking just as much trash as Dion every interview.
Come on, man. Stop, man. There's never been a person almost maybe in the history of the world talk more trash than Dion. Come on, man.
Again, man.
It's real.
I know you got beef with Dion because he left Jackson
I knew you were going to do this. I said you were going to do this.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
How am I hating because I'm telling the fact?
You've been pissing on him.
How am I hating because I'm telling the fact?
Right.
Can you remember ever another person talk more trash in the history of the world than Deion Sanders?
Have you heard Signetti say, have you heard Dion say, Google me?
But you trying to compare Signetti to Dion and trash talking? Man, that's not a fair fight.
I watch the games. I listen to the press conferences. Signetti talks trash every interview.
All right, man.
Let your hate for Dion go. Get over it, man. Get over it. That man did a move for himself and his family that was better than Jackson State. Get over it.
Let's go ahead.
Oh, he left black college football. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
He's getting $10 million a year now.
And that was bull. He wasn't going to make.
He wasn't going to make $10 million at Jackson State.
I didn't bring that up though. You brought that up.
He wasn't going to make $10 million at Jackson State. He's making that now. Why are you mad?
Let's go to the next one, Tree.
Get over it.
Why'd you stop drinking to scream out, get over it? You know, you reminded me of just now. You remember James from Good Times played Tommy Daddy on Martin?
Please be careful with this one, man. Please. A lot of people listening.
What do you mean be careful?
Just be careful, man. I'm going to tell you a quick story. You know in Amsterdam, the red light district, you know what the red light district is?
I've heard of it. A lot of freaky stuff going on.
Right.
Weed smoking.
You turn around, you walk these streets, and it's a little area they call the cat house. You go by this cat house, and then you see a bunch of windows, 3 or 4 stories, a bunch of windows.
The window's naked.
There's a light in every window. If the light is green, that means you can go and spend time with this person. Well, when I was over in Amsterdam, I saw a window with a little person. I'm not going to go into any more details on that.
You saw a window with a little person.
I just want y'all to realize, I want y'all to understand that Don't knock it until you tried it. That's all I wanted to say. Now, go ahead. Let's go.
So what Ryan's referring to, and I thought this was interesting, even Kyler Murray is taller than Diego Pavia. They said
had Diego listed in college in the media guide as 6 foot.
I think he's at the Senior Bowl. He's at one of these postseason senior bowl games.
Yes.
They said that he measured up at 5'9", man. Kyler Murray's at 5'10".
5'8",
Now,
5'8", 3/4.
You do know if they're saying he's 5'9", that means he's 5'7", right?
I do know that, man.
And this whole conversation this morning about this, I just thought it was fascinating. This day and time, because he was a transfer as well.
Yes, he was.
He was at New Mexico or something like that.
He's a player, man. He's a real good player.
So he won the Player of the Year, whatever, in that conference down there in New Mexico, and they got him to come to Vanderbilt, and the rest is history. He thinks he should have won the Heisman. He think he got shit.
Don't knock him. He did an outstanding job at Vanderbilt. He was why Vanderbilt was Vanderbilt this year. They played really well.
I just think it's great in this day and time that short quarterbacks, are getting some love.
Well, but that window's closing because they hadn't had success. They're not doing as good as they need. Kyler Murray's been making $50 million for the last couple of years. He hadn't done a damn thing, man.
No, Kyler Murray's been very good in relative terms.
They hadn't done a damn thing with Kyler Murray, sir.
And Baker Mayfield.
Here you go. Now Baker's different. I think Baker's like 6 feet.
I think he's right at 6 foot.
Okay. Kyler Murray hadn't done a damn thing in Arizona. Not to make $50 million, man.
Now, so somebody can help us with this. The conversation this morning in the pregame show led to little people.
Suspecting them by calling them the M word.
Here you go. So Tree says, asked if there are enough small people in the country to create football leagues.
Yeah.
And my response was, how often do you see a little person?
Well,
you might see a little person every 6 months. They aren't.
I asked you.
I can't tell you the last time I've seen a little person.
I asked you, when's the last time you seen a Russian?
What do you mean? Last time you seen? What does that have to do?
When's the last time you seen a Russian?
What do you mean by making that point? Saying that?
There's a whole country of them.
So you're
Russia.
saying there's a whole country of little people?
Yes.
Where are they?
There's little people barbershops, little people supermarkets, little people driving services, there's little people hospitals, there's little people doctors, there's little people animals, there's little people everything that you and I have.
What's a little person's animal?
They're mini animals.
You act like the little people. You act like the little people are the Smurfs or something, like they got their own kingdom in the forest. Little people don't have their own communities and societies. What are you talking about?
They do. And for the record, where do you think the whole tiny community, tiny home concept comes from?
I can see the little people right now with Diego Pavia running through the woods.
Don't tease them, man. They have lives too. They have lives too, man.
That's the theme song to the Smurfs if you're under the age of 40.
I got to go. But Tree, write this down and remember this, please, for the next segment that I'll miss. Art of Noise is the group. The song is called Moments of Love. That's one. Number 2 is John B., and the song is called They Don't Know. That's number 2. When y'all get into the next segment, those are my 2 entrants for the next segment.
I saw this on social media yesterday. Lean your head down a little bit. Do you know what that is?
It's a falcon.
Lay it down again. It's supposed to be an F. It's an F. It's a falcon. It's a falcon, but it's an F for falcon.
When did you learn that?
They should have led with that. Did you know that?
No.
They should have led with that. I see
it. I see it.
When they had the press conference, because that's fairly new. That's what, 10 years old?
Yeah, this
maybe a little bit older.
Wow.
When they came up with the new logo, they should have led with that. It's an F that looks like a falcon. It's actually an F.
That's genius.
Yeah.
2 Minute Trespass coming up next. Y'all enjoy the rest of the show. Shouts out to you, Detroit WGPR, Hot 107.5, D2 in Detroit. We appreciate the Sports Rap Network. I'll see you guys next week.
Me, Tree, and Ollie will be back in a second. Don't go away. 2 Live Stews. All right, man.
Yeah. You can always see the sun. Day.
Show the 2 Live Stews experience. Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart, Ollie Michelle, and Tree from the D.
Doing this morning, 'cause I got so many great print I have so many great Prince pictures that you could have like rolled through there. Like when he was a little kid, and when he had a jail thing in Jackson, Mississippi, they arrested him for singing risque music.
Prince as a kid, like they interviewed him on the local news, something about some school board, something going on. He was like 10 years old. And he was an old soul.
He was. Because he was talking about the teachers, I think, were striking. He's like, we need to pay the teachers better. I mean, you know.
He was so bright yellow, too. Like, very much a snowbird. His mom is Caucasian.
All his parents are black.
Yeah, I think
his parents.
His parents.
Shouts out to Prince, man. Rest in peace. You know what? Let's go crazy. Sounds a little rock and rollish.
Very. But Prince was a rock.
Huh?
I said Prince was a rock dude. Like if you listen to people always listen to the commercial stuff. If you listen to like the albums and stuff, it's very heavy guitar, and guitar is very, I mean, it came from us anyway, but it's, we started rock.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you know what?